Hi there, Jack here from Bridge Coffee Roasters. Today I'm in our London showroom in Clerkenwell on Goswell Road, and I'm here with the F18 Sanremo espresso machine. So the F18 fits somewhere in the middle of Sanremo's commercial machine lineup, right above the Zoe and the F18 SB, and just below the Racer and then the Opera as well. The F18 is a multi-boiler machine, and what that means is that each group head has its own dedicated brew boiler to hold it at the exact right temperature, and there's a steam boiler in the back as well. To brew your espresso, you want the temperature at the group head to be around the 90-degree mark, whereas for steaming milk, you want somewhere around 120 degrees. Having a dedicated boiler for each step in that process means that throughout the day, even if you're experiencing a heavy workload, you'll still get perfect temperature stability with the F18. The fact that each group head has its own brew boiler as well means that you can set them at varying temperatures. So if you've got two different coffees, for example, a house blend and a decaf option as well, or a single origin guest espresso, you can set your group heads at different temperatures and dial in those coffees as you like. The F18 comes with volumetric based dosing as well. So you have 4 different shot buttons across each group head, and they give you 4 different programmable shots. The machine will measure the amount of water that it is pushing through the puck, and it will give you the exact same recipe each time. So just a quick run through of the machine. On the left here, we've got the on and off switch. At 0, the machine is off. At 1, it will flush with cold water, and at 2, the machine will start heating up. So you get 2 steam ones either side of the group head, and the steam ones themselves are cool to the touch. So that means even while you're steaming, you can grab hold of the metal part of the steam wand and you won't be burning yourself. The steam is nice and powerful as well, and it heats up the milk really quickly. For a full-sized latte, you can steam your milk to the perfect temperature in about 15 to 20 seconds. The steam dials themselves are called quarter turn, and what that means is that it just takes quarter of a turn to go from off to full power. The F18 comes in both 2 and 3 group variations. Obviously, we're looking at the 2 group here today, and which you go for just depends on what kind of volumes you're expecting to be serving with your coffees. Each group head does come with its own set of buttons. So for the 2 group version, you've got 8 different customizable buttons. With the 3 group version, you have 12, and then a manual or a purge button for each group head as well. Above each group head, you also have a little independent screen. When you're not brewing, that will show you the live temperature of the group head to 0.1 of a degree. At the moment, we're at 93.1 for both of our group heads here. And when you are brewing, the screen above the group head will show you a live readout of the shot timer. So that will help you dial in your coffees to the exact recipe that you're looking for. On the right-hand side, we also have a hot water dispensing tap, and that will help you brew your teas or your Americanos. It is a mix of hot water from the steam boiler and cool water from the mains, and that just means that you get a nice even flow of water with no spitting or steaming. Right at the top, we've also got a really spacious area for storing your cups, and that's got a built-in cup warmer as well that you can turn on and off in the settings and program it to be anywhere from 40 to 80 degrees. One of the main selling features for the F18, in my opinion, is this large touchscreen display that we have right above the group heads. This houses all of the settings and main features and functions of the machine. When you're not in the settings, the screen will show you a live display of the date and the time. It will show you the steam pressure and the water fill line, the steaming temperature, and the ambient brew pressure as well. When you start the shot, you'll see that pressure rise up to 9 bars, and you can adjust the pressure like most espresso machines at the pump if you wish. To get into the main system settings through the touchscreen, simply hold down this middle button with 3 lines, and that will give you a number of options. So on the top left here, we've got the power button, ready to turn the machine off at the end of the day. And you can also do that automatically with this function here. It's the auto on and off time. So you can set the machine to come on half an hour before you arrive in the morning, and it will be up to temperature and ready to go. And you can have it automatically turn off in the evenings as well. You can have a look at your coffee shot counters, and that will tell you exactly how many times each button has been pressed, so you can see how many different types of coffees you're making, and that can be shown across all of the group heads as well, and you can reset the count down the bottom. On the top right, you can also control the machine LEDs, and that will help you light the area or turn them off if you wish. Here we've got the cup warmer, which you can turn on and off, and you can also program to the right temperature between 40 and 80 degrees. And then on the bottom right, we've got an automatic back flush cleaning cycle. So at the end of the day, when you're ready to close down and get the machine nice and deep cleaned, ready for your next day of service, you can load your cleaning powder into the portafilters and simply press this button and the machine will do the rest for you. Tapping through the middle button at the top will take you to the next screen, and this is where you can find most of the different coffee settings. So on the top right, we've got our group head temperatures, and as mentioned, these are fully programmable independently of each other. So I can have 92 degrees on the second group head, 93 on the left, and these are all programmable by 0.1 of a degree. Once you've got the right temperature, simply press the tick, and the machine will start adjusting and then bring your group head to that new temperature. In the middle here, we've also got our pre-infusion modes. So you can either switch on and off pre-infusion, once again, independently for each group head. And you can adjust the amount of pre-infusion time for all of the shot buttons independently. Pre-infusion just pumps a little bit of water at a low pressure into the puck before the brew kicks in. And that helps to promote a more even extraction and a more delicious extracted cup of coffee. On the bottom right, we also have our coffee shot program settings, and this is where you can adjust all of the doses, again, independently of each other across all of the group heads. The F18 uses volumetric based dosing, so all of these dose settings refer to the amount of water that it is pumping through the group head, rather than the amount of liquid espresso that you'll get. And you can adjust all of these programs completely independently of each other. So you can have up to 4 different settings for each group head, and you can program them all up or down by a milliliter. And once you've got those dosed in, you can then just press the brewing buttons and that will give you the exact same recipe of coffee every time. And finally, at the top in the middle here, we've also got our alarms list. So if you notice anything wrong with the machine, you can head into this menu and it will diagnose the issue for you. That means you can let your supplier know exactly what's wrong with the machine before they have to visit, and that will help speed up the repair process as well. So the F18 is available in 3 different colors. You've got this fully black version with metal accents. You've also got a white and black version and a red and black version as well. Once again, they're also available in 2 and 3 group models as well, with the 2 group starting at around £11,000. If you want to learn more about the F18, then hit the first link down in the description that will take you to our website. Hit the second link in the description as well that will take you to our complete user guide and video playlist. And I'll see you in the next video.